What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the We Are Live Price Podcast, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. So yeah, glad that you guys are here. Let's go ahead and get into it just a little bit. Here's some how do I say this? Some of the news that happened this week. First one we got is this winter storm. And oh my gosh. Especially this weekend. Now last weekend it was wild. Now, there wasn't really a whole lot, at least where I am, there wasn't really a whole lot. There wasn't no ice. I mean, my car was kind of frozen, but other than that, there really wasn't any ice. But this week, whoo, man, snow everywhere. I wake up and there's just snow on top of my car. All the cars are on the garage, on the driveway, snow on top of the roof. It was crazy. And honestly, I wasn't expecting all that. Now, I live in Georgia. You know, when we see snow, basically everything else gets canceled. But man, that was crazy. Super crazy. Apparently, there was some outages, some power outages. Sorry for all those who had a power outage. Pray for you guys. Hopefully, the power is back by now. But yeah. Yeah, picture this. Arctic air plunging south from Canada, clashing with the Gulf moisture, creating a beast that stretched over 1,500 miles at its peak. The first major punch hit this weekend. No, wait. The first one hit last weekend. Then it came back with a follow-up. It was like, oh, you thought I was done. Nah, here we are. Crazy. First major hit in January 24 through 26, blanketing more than half of the contiguous U.S. in snow, triggering ice storms as far south as northern Florida and dropping wind chills into the life-threatening territory. And that's minus negative 27 degrees. Now, like I said, I'm in Georgia, so it didn't get that cold, but it got cold for us. For real, they got cold. Let me silence my phone. Don't want it going off. And my iPad. Don't want any of this stuff going off. But yeah, power outages climbed past 1 million at one point with heavy hits in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Oof. I recently went on a trip to Tennessee too. It's a nice place. It was in Nashville. It's a nice place to be in. Facilities mounted over 100 reported so far from accidents, hypothermia, and related causes. Roads turned into skating rinks, airports shut down, and supply chains stuttered. This is crazy. This was a wild winter storm. I don't think it was this bad last year. Was it? Chat, was it this bad last year? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. But yeah. It's crazy. The nuance, this isn't one and done event. A second intensifying system rolled over this weekend, slamming the southeast and east coast with another round of heavy snow. 6 to 12 inches forecast across the Carolinas, western Tennessee, and southern Virginia, plus blizzard conditions from howling 70 miles per hour gusts. Over 240 million people were under winter warnings or advisories at some points. Now, I'm here in Georgia. We didn't get all of that. We got maybe like at most 3 inches of snow where I am at the very most. So luckily, we weren't hit by all that. That's some good water. From an environmental angle, experts, dang, I can't speak. Experts point to polar vortex disruptions amplified by climate change. Warmer Arctic air destabilizes the jet stream, flinging extreme cold farther south. Infrastructure takes the hit, aging power grids buckle under ice loads. Tree damage cascades into blackouts, and rural areas suffer longest. Yeah, it's brutal. Economically, yeah. And economically, it is brutal. Business shutter, agriculture in snow-buried heartlands faces crop threats, insurance claims skyrockets, and FEMA strains under emergency declaration in dozens of states. Socially, it hits hardest at the vulnerable, the unhoused, freezing on streets, elderly without heat, low income families without backup generators. So, yeah, it's a hard one. Praying for all you guys. Hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are able to make it through. Educations, national parks along the Outer Banks closed entirely. Tourism stalled. Cities like Nashville, National Guard cleared fallen trees while residents dug out. Implications: this could reshape preparedness debates. Dang, called for hardened grids, better early warnings, even a reevaluating urban planning in unaccustomed snowstone zones. If patterns persist, winter could become the new normal wild card. Mm. Yikes. Yeah, stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe. If you're in the path, prioritize warmth and check on your neighbors. Please do. Really, really, really do check on your neighbors. This is here in Georgia. Us, we're really just like, it might not happen, but it definitely did happen. So, yeah. Mm-mm. Now, with that said, here's something that's a little bit tougher. We are going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The tension there is rising after Alex Pretty. Now, there are some interesting facts that came up this week about Alex Pretty. So it is confirmed Alex actually, how do I say this? I would say he was actually a part of an anti-ICE group, very wild militia. And yeah, it's something else. So from what I have seen and heard and what I can analyze, new videos coming out, people saying this, that, there's a whole lot of people are on this. I really had to kind of just be like, okay, what is going on? And really just sort through it all. Apparently he wanted to assault the ICE officer and called for it too. So, and then, well, there was an incident before his shooting. So he called for it. There was another incident with him before the shooting. I think it was like days before or whatever. Before, I think it was something. It was something, but apparently he had lost his job. Maybe he had a wife, maybe not, but he got a divorce. I'm not 100% sure on that one. We need to make sure that's good. I'm still checking those facts, but yeah. So, yeah, with escalating violence tied to Trump's administration aggressive immigration enforcement this month alone, which is wild. At the very start of the year of 2026, is this a sign? What is going on? Who knows? But January 7th, an ICE agent, Jonathon Ross, which is whenever I hear somebody else say Jonathon, I think they're talking about me, but they're actually talking about this guy. So I'm hearing all these different things. I'm like, not me. Anywho, Jonathon Ross fatally shot Renee Good, 37, a U.S. citizen, during what officials called an attempt to weaponize her vehicle, which is true. Bystander video challenged that narrative, showing her trying to pull away. Now, just a little thing, a little quick side note about this. ICE officer was justified. 100%. Now this is something I actually heard recently where legally ICE agents are told to shoot until the threat is eliminated. Renee Good was a threat, especially to the ICE officers and anybody else around. 100%. So, her vehicle was a weapon, even if she didn't plan it, even if her intention wasn't to make it so, it was. So that officer was justified in shooting, and he was able to keep shooting until the threat was eliminated, and that's what happened. So the left is trying to create this narrative, like saying she's innocent, she didn't intend to. Sorry, but when you have multiple videos, especially of body cams and all that phone footage from Jonathan Ross, and what her partner said afterwards, saying, "Why do you have real bullets? You guys are delusional. Okay. Why do you think federal agents don't use real bullets? Like, they're federal agents, even police officers." Okay. So I will say from the state level, maybe, they might use like what? Um, rubber bullets, they might die it down. But when it's talking about federal agents, and they were there on an official investigation or something. I can't remember exactly what they were there for. It's been completely swallowed away. But if I remember correctly, it was a drug ring. They were there to arrest an illegal immigrant who was either human trafficking or drug trafficking, one of the two. But they were there to stop them. And Renee Good came and purposely um got in the way. So you know it's not good. I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not good, but yeah, it's not good that she got shot and she died. But you know, it's not good that she died. But if you're in the way of a federal investigation, FAFO, F around, find out. You know. But yeah, then last Saturday, January 24th, 2026, the CBP, the Border Patrol agent, shot and killed Alex Pretty, another 37-year-old, which is weird. 37 is a weird number. U.S. citizen ICU nurse with the lawful carry permit. Video evidence suggested agents disarmed him before the fatal shots. Protests erupted violently. Demonstrators swarmed St. Paul Hotel, suspected of housing agents, leaving one officer bloodied. Now, like I said before, Alex Pretty was there to obstruct. You can check this out yourself. Facts are out there. He was there to obstruct. There's new videos of showing him just days before wanting to obstruct justice, or not obstruct, but kicking down the federal agent's car, ICE car, literally kicking out the taillight. And it's crazy how some people just think it's, oh my gosh, it's okay. No. Like, come on, bro. The context, this unfolds under Operation Metro Surge, the largest urban immigration crackdown yet, with ICE staffing up massively. At least 8 deaths tied to federal immigration actions this year, per reviews. Multiple angles, administration defenders frame these as necessary responses to threats during high-risk operations. Critics, including Minnesota Democrats like Senator Amy Klobuchar, I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm saying this wrong, let me know. decry, overreach, excessive force, and erosion of trust post George Floyd reforms. A few nuances: community trauma runs deep in, in Minneapolis. Corrupt corporate voices, CEOs from Target, Best Buy, 3M issued calls for de escalation, but face backlash for not naming victims. Protesters mask up, citing retaliation fears. Authorities label such tactics as terroristic. I mean, come on. Those are just the nuances, but like, wouldn't it be called terror? Isn't it basically is terrorism? Like, the Democrats is a whole group chat. Like, they have a whole militia where they're going out to impede officers. 100%, they are there out there to impede officers. So at this point, I think it is. It 100% is. 100%. They are domestic terrorists. That's what it is. I think the Democratic Party, the whole party, is just a domestic terrorist organization. 100%. 100%. A few implications could spark nationwide movements, strain federal and local relations, and fuel polarization. Trump stated feds won't intervene in Democrat-led cities protest unless requested. Hands-off stance that might limit escalation or embolden unrest. That is the wrong thing to do. This is time to we have to buckle down. Hey, we're not playing games no more. We're getting things done. Getting things done. We have to do this. Now, I don't. Oh my gosh. This is. It needs to get done. This has to get done. They have to buckle down. Put boots on the ground. Everything. No time to let it go. Just keep it going. This story isn't isolated. It's testing the limits of enforcement versus civil liberties. So, that said, it's weird how we're not hearing anything else about ICE anywhere else in the country but in Minnesota with Governor Tim Walz. And the mayor of Minnesota is ridiculous. Anywho, a few political maneuvers. Now then, we are getting into something else. Political maneuvers in education, funding fights, and Greenland. Man, all throughout this whole month, I've been hearing about Greenland. We're trying to get Greenland. I think they did make a deal with Trump about it. I haven't really looked at much on it yet, but I think sometimes in the works. President Trump proclaimed January 25th through the 31st as National School Choice Week, toting record $500 million in charter grants and pushing education freedom tax credits. Proponents see parental empowerment and competition, lifting falling public schools. I think I'm reading this wrong, but that's what I'm calling. That's what I want. That is the type of policies that I want, bro. We need school choice. No more of, hey, if you live in this district, you have to go to the school. No, give it up to the parents. Let them decide. Let them decide how they want their kids to go to school. It shouldn't be, oh, well, I guess we have to go to this school because we live in this district, whatever. No, bro, let the parents decide where they want to put their tax dollars. It shouldn't be, oh, they're gonna put them there because No, stop that, bro. Stop it. Critics warn it siphons funds from public systems, widening rural low-income gaps. Local battles loom over vouchers and church states issues. Church states issues. Nah, I don't think so. Well, eh, yeah, I could see it siphoning from public schools, but um, I don't think they should be funding. I don't think the federal government should be funding public schools. In my opinion, it should be up to the town, the city, the community to say, hey, this is if my money is going to go to this school, I want my kids to learn this, you know, put these together and let my kids run the school and I will give you that money. Okay. Easy, simple. It's not something, I don't think it's that hard, really. So I think that's a good move. Public schools get too much funding. Anyway, not in the drama. A bipartisan deal averted full shutdown, funding most government while DHS gets 2 weeks amid immigration debates. Partial partial dispute disruptions linger until House action. Now, today I didn't read a whole much of it. I just saw the notification as I was busy with something else. But the government is on another shutdown, partial shutdown. I'll say we're still waiting to see what happens. But I think it's going to be a short one. It should not last more than a month. Well, how long did the last one last? I think it was like more than 40 days. So, yeah, I don't want to see that happen again, especially with all these snap people. Oh my gosh. Though I've seen all those videos and that was annoying. Internationally, Trump announced a framework deal for Greenland discussed with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and NATO's Mark Rutte at Davos. Details fuzzy, but it promises extended U.S. military access, new bases, missile defenses, building on 1951 agreements to counter Russia, China, and the Arctic as ice melts. Open routes. Yeah, 100%. I think that was the whole reason why Trump wanted Greenland. He wanted a way to more like a stopgap. He wanted to make sure Russia and China, especially 100% China. I'm not going to say that we are fighting against China, but I think it's a good move, especially in the foreign policy. I think that was a good move, 100%. Want to make sure that we're able to, if Russia and China try to do something, we want to make sure we're able to respond as quickly as possible. So yeah, I like that move, especially since the ice is melting. Context: Trump once floated buying or taking Greenland by force, then backed off tariffs and threats. Supporters hail strategic necessity for security. Opponents see overreach, rattling allies. Few Americans support outright takeover. I mean, hey, if Greenland wants to be taken over, hey, I don't see a problem. Okay, I don't see a problem with that. Like, come on over. We'll take you. But yeah, I think it'll be cool if we did get Greenland. So, few implications: could strengthen NATO Arctic posture, but strain transatlantic ties if perceived as corrosive. Edge case: Denmark's veto on new bases adds complexity. So yeah, it's a whole lot. But to wrap up, not for the live, but for all the news that we came. This week was brutal weather, enforcement flashpoints, policy pushes, and geopolitical chess. I will say, yeah, the whole world is just like a chess game. You got to learn how to play. It's a great, fun game to play. It's a fun game to play. So Try it out, guys. But that is the news for this week. Great news. Great news of all. I'm going to stop doing this Trump impersonation because I suck at it. So yeah. But it's a good thing. I think Greenland, all that stuff. Now the weather is unpredictable. We try to predict it. Doesn't happen. ICE, immigration, CBP is another thing. That whole thing, yeah, it's something. It really is something. But yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask the questions in the chat. I will answer them to the best of my ability. Go ahead, guys. Light it up. But before you do, don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification to know when the next time I go live, which is Saturday at 10 p.m. I have also started a gaming channel, so I will make sure that the link is in the description for you guys. And yeah, we're excited. Things are happening. But don't forget, guys. But yes, so ask your questions, ask away. If there aren't any questions, I will go ahead. No, I won't end the stream, but we'll see. We'll see. Where else? Where is it? Right here. We will go to X and show you guys react to some more videos. Where is it? Let's see. Yeah, that was about that. Oh, this is one that's crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can do this real quick. Share screen. This is, oh no, lagging like crazy. Okay, yeah, that was not good. Not good at all. I will have to work on that. But yes, don't forget, ask your questions. Let me know what you guys think about this week in this news. You look like Death Note. Wait, what? What do you mean? You mean Ryuk? I look like Ryuk? Or Light? Which one? That is crazy, bro. Like Death Note. If you say Ryuk, I'm gonna be pissed. I know the anime, but I'm trying to say, what do you mean like I look like? I know what Death Note is. But which character do I look like? I can't just look like a whole anime. I think let's see, who do I look like the best? You know what? Now you got me thinking. Like L. You know what? I'll take it. I'll definitely take that. Looking like L? 100%. I'll take that. He's got a, he comes with the brains, bro. He comes with that brains. That man could think. Outsmarts lights is crazy. Let me look at this. Hold on. Death Note. Death Note edits. We will see. Go ahead and send it. I'll try to do it privately though. Try to see if you can send it to privately to me. I don't think I can since you haven't chatted yet. For real? Now I'm gonna let you know it is not the best. My laptop is not the best. What the heck? All right, let me switch some things up real quick. Bam, here we go. Settings. Let's see. Hey man, try going on Rumble. See if you can send it on there. It might work. Rumble is like a how do I call it? How do you say it? It's another streaming service like YouTube. Think of it like another YouTube or Twitch. Thanks for the follow, man. All right, bro. See ya. That is weird. Can't find it. Yeah, definitely need to check that out. Don't know why. You know what? I probably should have told him to send it to my ex on my Instagram. But it's all right. But yes, ask your questions. Ask your questions. I am here all night. Oh no, not all night. We'll be here for like I would say another 20 minutes. Another 20 minutes. But don't forget, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit that bell notifications. Do all three of that for me. Help support the channel. Go to prycepodcast.live. Oh wait, hold on. It's on TikTok. Yeah. Okay. That's not highlighted anymore. I see it. I see it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what I could do. All right, where's the sound? Not a bad edit. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. Looks good though. Definitely look good. All right. Guys, don't forget. Dude, go ahead, guys. If you're on YouTube, on Twitch, Rumble, don't forget to do this for me. Yes, like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Let me know if you guys are here. Let me know that you guys are here. Ask your questions. I'll be here all night. Dun, 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 dun. But yes. So one thing I've been thinking about. One thing I've definitely been thinking about. Is that's right, my gaming channel. Yeah, so guys, I do have a gaming channel on YouTube. Where is it? Need to find it. So there, I would mostly be putting like a whole bunch of random stuff on there. Yeah, I'll be putting a lot of stuff on there, mostly for gaming, just like some random stuff. Well, I'm not gonna say random stuff, but it'll be cool. It'll be some nice stuff. It'll be something. Yeah. But hold on. It'll be nice and be cool. Be playing some games. Gran Turismo 7. Might put some Minecraft videos out there. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. They got a new update coming out. Can't wait to play that. Daxter. That fresh old game. Daxter. Ooh, that'd be a nice game to play. Zenless Zone Zero. Battlefield 6. I would definitely be playing some of that game a lot. But yeah. The name of that channel is Boy Basic. It is Boy Basic. I will add it in the description. So go ahead, follow that account. Going live. Well, I'm not going live just yet. Still figuring some stuff out. Trying to get a brand new PC and all that stuff, so that I can go live. I can have a capture card work actually. But yeah, it's a lot of exciting stuff. Might do a Persona 5 walkthrough. But if there are some games that you guys do want to see and check out, let me know. Just let me know, and we'll get things going. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, let me know, and we will get things popping. Get things popping. Oh yes, ask questions. Let me know what you guys think. But we are excited. Link actually here. I'll put the link in the description. Hopefully the freaking mods won't. If it do, that'd be crazy. But I will put the link in the description. So yes, follow the channel. We're gonna have some fun. Yes, follow the channel. We'll have some fun. Definitely will have a ton of fun. And we will get things rolling. But yes, guys, ask your questions. Let me know. What do you guys want to know about? Ask questions. Fire away. Fire away. Don't know why I said that. Yeah, let's see. We do have a next episode is scheduled for Monday. And it will be, if I remember correctly. Why am I getting stuck? Hold up. I'm on the wrong one. Oh, don't know why I'm trying to do it on this here. And I could just put it up on my phone. Next episode 26. It's going to be a fun one. Can American capitalism survive the infiltration of communist ideologies? So yeah, we're going there. We are going there. I'll just get a little preview. Um, Now, can it survive the infiltration? And when it gets infiltrated, we'll see. I believe it can, and not only that it can, but it will outperform. It will destroy communism because at the end of the day, other people, yeah. I mean, it's just how it's gonna. It's just how it's gonna stand out. Although between the younger crowd, yes, I understand. In the younger crowd, I mean, the economy kind of did mess us up. Kind of Biden's open door policy kind of screwed us over with that one. Yeah, it screwed us over with that one, big time. But I do believe Trump is making some moves to get the economy going back again. I do believe that, and I do believe he will. You know, if there's one thing about the economy, a businessman knows the economy, and he knows how to fix it. But with that said, a lot of kids, I'm not gonna say kids, but a lot of, how do I say this? A lot of the younger generation, you know, can't even afford a house. They uh can't afford a house. They can barely afford to live. We are renting. Me personally, I want to own a house. I don't want to rent. I go ahead and own a house, buy a house, become a property manager, or not. I'm not a property manager, but a property owner. But I think it could be, it'll be something fun. It'll be fun, 100%. It'll be fun to actually own a house. But like I said, socialism is more attractive to younger people because they don't have to work for it. Now, it's going to be, there's a old proverb I heard in an anime actually. What was the anime called? How a realist hero built the kingdom. And in that anime, it showed the parable was, there are these two gods, right? And then there's a whole bunch of people. One god takes half of them, the other one takes another, the other half. Now, one god had said, you guys have to work for your food. The more work you put in, the more you'll be able to earn. Capitalism. And then the other one, other guy, socialism, communism. He said, no matter how much you work, everybody is going to get the same, right? And so what had happened was, I think he was a black god, not the actual, not an actual black person, but he wore a black robe. I'll say that guy, the communist god. That's what I'll call him, communist god. It became so hard for the people who worked. Still got the same thing for the people who didn't work. They felt that they didn't need to do it. So they said, okay, why would I work? I'm not going to work and then just still get the same amount of stuff that I always get. Right. Now, obviously, it didn't work long because eventually they saw the people on the other side and said, hey, they have a lot more stuff than we do. I want to go over there and they need to share it with us. And so then there's a whole war and all that stuff. Definitely paraphrasing. It's been a while since I've seen the anime, so I can't really remember. But all in all, at the end of the day, if you don't work for what you want to work for, you're gonna get cooked. You're cooked. All right. So you have to, I would say, work for it. You have to work for what you want to get. And for all the young people who, they want to do this, want to do that, can't really afford it. Trust me, it will happen. It will 100% happen. For me, God, he got me. He got my back. He got everything set up. Whatever his plan is, that'll happen. But if you don't work for it, then you are screwed 100%. And yeah, you definitely need to keep things going. So yeah, communism is not going to win. It can't win. Socialism can't win. Marxism can't win. Capitalism, that's really where you go. It's a great way to filter out the people who are willing to work and the people who are not willing to work, and the type of work that they're willing to do. It's a great filter. I will say, a very great filter. But yes, I did have to release 2 episodes. I missed Thursdays. I missed publishing them, getting them out on Thursday and Friday. It's my bad. Worked. Oh snap! Worked really long. I got them ready to go and everything, but I just wasn't able to get them published before I had to had to go to sleep. 100%. I had to. I had to. Yeah, it was bad, but we still got it done. They got released today, so episode 24 and 25. Oh, sorry. Episode 24 and 25 are released. With their clips, they got released today, but Monday, new episode. Tuesday would be a new episode. Then all next week, new episodes. So be prepared, be excited. We are getting things done. All right. Now, with that said, just got a few more minutes left until we end the stream. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I will answer them to the best of my ability. But don't forget, guys. Don't forget. Hit that like button. subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow, whatever. And share the video with all your friends and family. And hit that bell notification to be notified for when I go live next. This has been a very interesting live. And excited to do some more. We are getting some upgraded setup. We're upgrading our setup here soon. So we'll definitely be able to do a lot more. Like I said, I'm excited, ready to kick things off. Hopefully by next month. We'll be able to do it. God willing. But we will. I know at the very, 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 very latest. When is that trip again? Hold on. At the very latest. At the very latest, mid-July is when we will get some news set up. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. And I'm ready for some new stuff, get some new things going. I think I need to fix this my mouse. But that said, thank you for everybody that was here. We had a great live. Very great live. 100%. The best of the best live. I really got to stop. But it was good. Thanks for all for being here. You could have been anywhere else tonight, but you were here. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for all the new follows, new subscribers. Guys, like I said, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell notification to be notified when we go live. And share this with everybody else. If you want to hear more, this is definitely what you got to do. So, with that said, thank you all. Hope you guys have a good night. Peace.